What's going on there, YouTube? Welcome to Tech on the Mark. I'm your host, Mark, also known as the Knowledge Flexing Texan. This is a re-upload of a very recent video I did for unboxing and review of the Canon EOS Rebel SL2, or also known as the 200D in the European market. Anyway, let's get to that unboxing and review. I'll come back up. I've had the camera for a little while now, and I'll give you some updated final thoughts on what I think of it. Today I got for you an unboxing and review of the Canon Rebel EOS SL2 camera with the 18 to 55mm kit lens. This comes with the kit lens, the EFS 18 to 55. So that means it's got the lens and everything in there with it. I'm going to show you the sides of the box here to show you. Maybe we'll do a small little review at the end. Here it looks like you got some warranty information and whatnot. There it is for USA and Canada. Have a very hefty manual. When I say hefty, I mean it's pretty good. Rebel SL2, or the international model number is 200D. You can see right there. A lot of information in that book. I definitely suggest you give it a glance. Here's registration card for your camera. Let's see what we got under there. Here's the camera body itself. Very nice looking, matte finish, and it does come with the camera cap. You know, before you attach your lens, you got to take that off. And here's a little port on the side there, you know. Looks like it's labeled for remote control and microphone right there. Here's the back there. You can take a look at all the buttons and stuff you got there. Here, look at the top. Now it does have a hot shoe. That means if you can plug an accessory in, it has those pins, you know, the camera can kind of control it. You have your little scroll wheel there, you know, for all your different settings. On-off switch and movie mode right there. And you have your display, ISO buttons right there, and I guess that knob kind of controls some of your settings there. And the Wi-Fi button right there. Also, we got this articulating screen there. It'll come on out like that, so you can look at it. You can also flip it up, flip it down, flip it all the way around. But it does not go any further than that when you flip it all the way around. So if you're going to use that for YouTube selfies and stuff like that, just be aware of it. There's the camera. This looks like the battery pack there. I'll take him out in just a second. Battery charger, I presume. The kit lens. And the neck strap there, Canon neck strap. We're going to set the box aside. Here it is, the Canon EFS 18 to 55mm. Got image stabilizer. Here you got your autofocus, manual focusing button on your lens there. Now if you put autofocus, that means the camera will control it right here. If you put on manual focus, that means you're going to control it by twisting that little knob right there. You also have image stabilizer off and on. This is a 58mm lens, so it should hold any filters or anything at the 58mm lens, you know. Does have 55mm, you know, zoom. Does have a cap on the front and the back. It does feel like it's made out of plastic, but it is does feel like a really good quality though. I mean, it doesn't feel too cheap. But we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna take him and we're gonna mount him to the camera. First thing you gotta do there is take your cap off your camera there. Then you're gonna take this back cap off your lens right here. And when you want to put your lens on, you're going to line him up in there in your camera just like that and give him a twist until he locks, okay? And if you need to take him off, you're going to press that button and just twist him back the same way. It's real easy to put the lens off and on. Always keep your lens cap on there. When your camera's not in use, protect the lens that way the glass doesn't get cracked, scratched, or whatever, you know. This camera does also have a viewfinder there, so you can look through that, take your pictures, or you can use live view on the screen now. You want to flip him out, and then you flip him over and tuck him back in. Now, he is a touchscreen, you know, But when he's not in use, I suggest keeping them like that. Keep your screen from getting messed up and everything, whatnot. Over on this side here, we got an HDMI and a USB. There you go. Standard mini USB plug and HDMI out. Looks like mini HDMI, so you probably have to have a cable with a mini HDMI end on it or an adapter to plug into the camera there. The camera does have built-in Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. Okay, there's the camera set up. Go ahead and open this battery charger up. Take a look at him. This is the genuine Canon battery charger, model LCE17. Just flip him out, plug him in the wall, slide your battery in there, charge him on up. Here's your battery himself there. I'll open him up real quick. He got a little piece of tape on him there. It does have a little protective cap right there. Keep the battery from shorting out on anything in the camera bag or whatnot. See if I can focus on that. You see the holographic logo there for the Canon. Show you it's genuine. The battery model number is LP-E17. And that is 7.2 volt, 10,040 milliamp hour battery. I'm going to go ahead and open the battery compartment up down here. Here's your tripod mount, battery compartment. We're just going to pull this little lever. It doesn't spring open, so you kind of got to pull it. There's where you put your SD card, and there's your battery compartment right there. Pins for the battery are on this side right here, so when you put your battery in, you want to make sure those pins are lined up going in like that, and make sure you put them in just like that. So anyway, I got the battery all charged up there. I'm just going to go through a few of the little things there with you. First thing you might want to note is that this eyepiece will come off if you want to change that to another eyepiece there. Good to know. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera on here. First thing we're going to do, we're going to look through the viewfinder there for a second. Just to show you. Shutter speed there a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and flip the screen open. We're going to press this button here to flip the live mode, and then I'm going to flip this screen around. Just like that. And then you can see what you're taking pictures of there, and then you can push that little button on the side right there if you need to pop up your flash or whatnot. It should pop up on its own when you need the flash in your photo. I'm going to zoom in on this a little bit. I'm just on auto mode right now. I learned a little bit about the camera there. I'm going to go through the menu system with you real quick. Show you a few of the things. Now this is a touch screen. You can touch anything you want here. But I'm just going to use the buttons there. We're going to go back to the main menu there. I'm just going to use these side buttons here to scroll through the menu with you real quick. I'm going to show it to you. Shooting settings there. Click on that. You can set your image quality there. Different sizes you can set to. You can also shoot in RAW mode. And with your card in there, it'll tell you about how many pictures you can take. In the RAW mode there, I can only take about 164 pictures. I only have an 8 gigabyte card in there right now. I'm going to set it to 11 megapixels there because for my product photography and everything, so I'm going to keep it there. In drive mode, it's single shooting, continuous shooting, timers, you know, whatnot. Press the menu to go back. Then you can do image review. You can turn it off 2 seconds, 4 seconds, 8 seconds, or hold. We're going to leave it at 2 seconds. And shutter release without card on. You can disable that. Red eye reduction, we have that disabled right now. And then if you press over, you get a second menu there. Autofocus method, touch shutter, and grid display. You know, just different things there. Then you go into playback settings there, and you can see protect images, rotate, erase, print. Little creative filters there, you know, cropping, resize rating, slideshow, set image search conditions, jump with the scroll button, I guess, there. Auto focus point display, different things there, you know. Go back here. We're going to check out function settings there. That's where you're going to set up your Wi-Fi and all that stuff. You can select a folder. You see I took a couple pictures there. You can create a folder. I'm just going to go back. And they got auto rotate on. I'm not really sure about that. I'm going to check that out in the manual there. Format your SD card if you got one in there. Your wireless communication settings, Wi-Fi settings, Wi-Fi function, smartphone, camera name. Got auto power off, LCD brightness, date, time zone, language, GPS device settings. And then you can select the device there if you want to use your GPS receiver or smartphone. You have to have the Canon app on your phone to do that. video system. Since I'm in United States here, it's NTSC, touch control standard, you know, but you can set it to sensitive or whatnot. Or you can disable it. That way if you don't want to use the touch screen on it or whatever. Just basic things there. Battery info, you can go there and check your battery. You know, shows your maximum battery life and everything. Sensor cleaning, you might want to do that every now and then. And manual software URL, just shows you where to download it and whatnot. And then display level settings, we'll go in there, you know, show shooting screen guided, menu display guided. It just basically walks you through every menu that you're on there. We're going to go back to the main menu here. See here, if we turn off live mode there, you know, now we're using the viewfinder there, and then you can touch the screen here, you know, and do different things, you know, press Q button to configure settings there, you know, self timer, built-in flash, you know, different things. I'm going to switch it over to program mode right there just now. Show you a couple of different little things there. You know, once you got program going on, I'm going to go ahead and put it on live view right there. And put me something in here. I'll put this cap down here so you can see them in the frame there. See, when you touch, wherever you touch on the screen there, it's going to auto focus on that. But once you press, if you want to adjust your contrast, your brightness, you can press this button and hold it, and then scroll this wheel up here, and it'll automatically see the little dial moving there on the setting there to adjust your brightness and whatnot. Just a few little things I picked up playing with it for a few minutes. I'm going to take a few sample shots there, maybe load them into the video here, give you kind of a quick basic rundown of it. Nothing special. Like I said, this is more of an unboxing video than anything else, because I got a lot to learn about this camera before I can give you all the 411 on it. But you know, pretty easy to use, man. It seems like it takes a real nice picture. You can't really tell on my screen here, but when you see the picture I take, then you'll understand what I'm talking about. But it's very responsive, very fast. As quick as you can press the button, it pretty much takes a picture, you know. But anyway, I'm going to take some photos, insert them into the video here, then I'll come back up top, give you my final thoughts on what I think of this camera. Anyway, so that was the unboxing and review of the Canon EOS Rebel SL2 or 200D, depending on where you live. I gotta say, when I first got the camera, it's probably the best investment I've ever made for my online resale business. We've always had problems getting good photos of the products we were selling, and this camera made a whole lot of difference. First couple of days I had it, I kept it on the automatic setting while I was trying to learn the camera. Spent a couple of days looking at the manual, adjusting certain things, and then I went back to program mode again and just changed a few basic settings like exposure compensation and whatnot, and all my pictures just came to life. They were popping. If you're in the market for a camera, for YouTube or for product photography or just in general photography, I highly recommend you pick this camera up. I'll put a link for that guy down in the video description below. It's a 5-star product. I sure do thank you for watching. If you found this video likable, enjoyable, or informative, please be sure to give me a like, a subscribe, and then a share. It sure would mean a lot to me. Don't forget to visit me on social media. All that should be coming up on the bottom of the screen right now. And don't forget to visit me on my website, www.techonthemark.com. Thanks so much for watching, YouTube. I sure hope you have a great day.